Welcome to Mini Moderns. My name's Simone and thank you for joining me on my tiny corner on the miniature interweb where we're here to think big, build small. So let's get into it. Today we're going to be using my miniature prompt journal to create a mini series making miniature summer and beach accessories. I'll be using a prompt from this book that you can get from Amazon or as a printable from my Etsy store. I will leave a link in the description for this. So today my prompt was a beach bag. I used the prompt book to jot the date that I started the project, the date I finished, what materials, how I felt making it, and what exactly I was going to make. I also used my Dollhouse note and sketchbook to jot down all of my ideas, designs, measurements. I find this so handy because I can just keep everything in one place. So I just scribble down some of my ideas and sketch draw these wonderful pieces of art here, which I will then take a photo of, and then I'll stick this in my prompt journal. So we're going to get a before and after of the products. So even though the beach bag was the main prompt, I decided I wanted to make some more accessories. That's what we're going to work on in this mini series. So I'm going to start this series with a beach towel. But before we get started, I want to give a massive shout out to all of my Patreons and a huge shout out to Suki Tabor for being part of my mini structures. I really appreciate your support. It means so much to me. So guys, let's get on with the rest of the video. So here is the beach towel that we're going to make today. It's super cute, stylish and perfect if you want to get that realistic beach towel look. So the first thing you're going to need for this is a wash rag. I find wash rags work better than regular towels just because the loops match the scale that we're working on. But if you are doing 1/6 scale, then a towel will still work fine for this. Then we're going to need some iron-on hemming web, some ribbon for extra trimmings, but this is completely optional. So with the cloth wrong side facing you, you're going to use a ruler and draw out the shape of your beach towel, making sure that you account for a seam allowance all around. And if you are part of my Patreon, I'll be leaving a free template of this beach towel so you can try and make one for yourself at home. And as well as the template, I'll also be giving you guys a free printable of these beach towels that I made so you can print them out at home. I do have a video on how to print on fabric, so check that out as well if you need some extra tips, and go ahead and join my Patreon for free. And everything that I do make in this mini series as well will be available to purchase either from my Etsy store or private DM if you have any special requests. So these beach and summer accessories will be coming as one large bundle, and some items will be sold separately as well. The cool thing is you guys get to see the creating process of all of these items. So anyways, once we've got our beach towel the size we want, we're just going to cut that out. And this is where I'll suggest, if you've got a little model or a size that you want this to be, you use that to keep everything in scale. I'm also going to trim off the extra edges on the beach towel as well because I don't really need it, but you could keep this if it was your own. Just keep it if you want that extra frill on there. So now I'm going to decide where I want my hems or my seam lines to be. So it doesn't matter about any of the extra threading or frills right now. We'll clean all that up later. I'm just using my little model to make sure I'm happy with the size that my towel is going to be. And this is where I just go ahead and just pencil all the way around this. You can see I've just lightly put a pencil around on the wrong side as well. So we're not going to see any of those pencil marks once we start to hem this. Now it's a fun part of ironing and making this look realistic. So make sure that you do have it wrong side facing you so that we don't ruin our little design. I mean, it's not essential, but you can see on most of these wash rags that you can see which side is right and wrong just by the little design that they generally have. Unless you've got a plain one, then you need some good eyes. But now we're just going to use our hemming web. I'm going to cut a piece to match the length and width of the towel, and we're simply just going to fold it over and iron it on. So here is a piece that I'm putting on top of the pencil line that I've drawn already. Then I'm just going to fold it over and simply just iron this down. I haven't tried this with fabric glue. It could work just as good, but I didn't really want any seepage, and because the material as well is very soft, I just didn't want any clumps or anything. And I know that this hemming tape is very good. It leaves no mess. Can you see? So we're going to go all the way around the edges and just seal all of these down. So we've got the top, the bottom, left and right. One of the things I like to do before I put my hem on is just iron the fold first. It just makes it easier for you to hold. So when you are ironing it, we're not going pushing back and forth, we're literally just pressing down. Because the material is so delicate as well, you don't really need to press down and go crazy. We're just trying to make a little seam line so it's easy for us to put our hemming web under there. So now we've got our seam line, just get the hemming tape or web. This one's actually web. It's so good. So anyway, we cut our piece, we're just going to fold that under the line that we've got and then just iron it down. And then once we're done, we just go all the way along the edges and make sure everything's ironed down. Shake off any excess material that we don't need. Go around, trim off any pieces that we don't need so it's just nice and clean. But you really want to give it a nice shake. We don't need a molten beach towel, do we? So I just use these little shears or cutters and just go around the whole of the edges and just trim and make that nice and neat. And I do the same where I find anything that looks untidy and just clean up any of the edges. Looking good, my friend. We're still not finished yet. So now we're just going to box this with the iron. You see, I'm not moving. I'm just pressing down, sealing, pressing down, sealing anywhere that I've got any of the hemming web, just making sure the fibers are really fused together. So here's the reverse side with all the seams. It's really meshed in there quite well so you can barely tell. And here's the front side. So if you wanted to use this as a regular towel, it could work as well. You know, have it in your little wardrobe, your cupboard, hang it on the back of the door. It folds, it's quite flexible and movable, so it's very handy. But for a beach towel, I want to snazz this up a little bit. It's got a trim on there, but I want to enhance this trim the Mini Moderns way. So I'm going to use a ribbon, which is kind of the same color as the beach towel itself. And I'm going to seal this all the way around, leaving a little bit of the trim that was originally there. But I just wanted to give it just a small extra detail. And remember, you can use any color ribbon you want. If you've got gems and you want to stick them on there as well, we can go crazy, baby. It's a beach towel. So I'm going to be sticking this around the edge using the hemming web as we did before. So I cut the ribbon to the length that I need. And then I'm going to cut the hemming web the same length as the ribbon. Because the web is quite thick, I'm also going to slice that up into little strips as well. So my strip is about the same width as my ribbon. I'm just going to hold that into place, put my ribbon on top of it, and then press my iron down. And like before, I'm just pressing and moving along, pressing and moving along. And when I'm happy with the hold, I can just smooth it across. Just like that, really nice and firm. Now we're going to turn this over and just do the same thing. Put the hemming web across first, then add the ribbon and then seal. And then we keep on doing that until our ribbon is sealed to the towel. And then we have this beautiful bad boy at the end. It looks so good and I'm so happy with how this turned out. It's a really simple, quick and easy way to make your own beach towel or any kind of mini towel, but I think this looks great for the beach. Very modern, very stylish, very love it. Yes, I said very love it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you've got some value from it. If you have, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and hit that notification bell. Stay tuned for the next video, guys, where we're going to be making some balls. Beach balls, that is. So don't miss out. Also, make sure that you join me over on Patreon. I do a mini Monday post every week to keep you guys up to date with what I am making, creating, and just what's happening in the world of Mini Moderns. Also follow me over on Facebook. I've got a private group, Think Big, Build Small. It's a small, intimate group where you get to share and showcase some of your beautiful minis as well. And we get to connect and hang out. I hope you've enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Like, share, subscribe.